work in their favor frequently, which is great if you own Ripple equity and you believe in the long-term use case for XRP, because obviously it's at the core of what they want to do. The more XRP that they have control and can use and put to work at a high price, the better off we're all going to be, right? I think that they've been a really good steward of the asset. They were gifted 80% by OpenCoin back in the day. And so all that being said, I think we're close here. It seems like things could play out in the imminent future over there with Iran, but until the macro happens, I'm not holding my breath. You know, we're 47 days into this year. We'll just have to see how much longer it takes. But I do feel like XRP is going to move before the Clarity Act actually does get passed, just with all the headwinds that it currently has out there. And again, Patrick Witt stating he thinks that it's going to be early April when we finally see that get across the line. Again, appreciate you guys taking time out of your Monday to come hang out with me, ask great questions, listen in. For those that listen back to this later, thank you for doing so. If you wouldn't mind, please like, subscribe, share, and it helps the channel grow, helps the algorithm, gets it out to more people. We're at 191,000 subscribers on YouTube, which again, like none of that's possible without you guys. I'm super humbled and blessed on that. Never would have thought. Like you have aspirations for things, but I never would have thought that this many people would care what I have to say. So thank you for watching, subscribing, and all the support. All right. 7U says, can our returns from DWP and XRP be an XRP so we don't have to sell? Also, do you have any hopium? Thank you, and God bless you and your family. So I can talk about two products that we have at Digital Wealth Partners. I cannot talk about the other products that we have at Digital Wealth Partners. I can only talk about the returns on those two products. I cannot talk about the returns on the other products. It's not because I don't want to talk about them. It's because I legally can't talk about them. So the two products that we have that I can talk about are the Income Fund and the Growth Fund. These are the original ones. There may have been some other stuff later on, again, but those are the two I can talk about. So one of those produces income on a quarterly basis. We have paid dividends out of that fund to LPs. They get a cash return on a quarterly basis. If there aren't any cash returns for that period because, the way that it's invested underperforms, then there's no guarantees of returns on any of these. We run them in real strategies, and there's risk associated with the investments. And that's why both of them require